Am I live? Hello. Hello, Lance. Can you see me? I see Lance Kelly saying peace. Can you see and hear me? I'm not sure. Okay. I'm hoping you can hear and see me. This is my first live, so I'm a bit nervous. I don't know how this works. I hope it's working and you can hear and see me. Hi, I am Wengel Zalala. I am waiting on my friend to join. We were supposed to do. You can hear. Okay. I saw. I think you can hear me. So I'm waiting on. Okay, great. Yes, yes. Okay, good. So today we're going to do an African recap with African Tigress. It's a monthly thing that we do. Sound is good. Okay, good. Thank you, Lance. So we started in March. So we did March, April. No, we started in February. So February we did a recap, March, and then now this will be our third because of quarantine. Of course, we can't do it face to face. We'll have to do it online, and we're going to do that for you here online. We're going to have a discussion. And last month we did on her channel. This month we've decided to do on mine. Yay, 6 people are watching. Hello. Yeah. So hi, Tim. So that's what we're going to do today. Okay. She has joined, so we can connect her. I just wanted to say hello, and let's see how we can do this.
Hi, Wangel.
Hi, you can hear me and see me?
Yeah, I can hear you and see you. I'm still sorting out the issue, but for now I can join on audio as I'm trying to get the issue I told you to solve that.
Yeah. Okay, that is fine. So you're doing it. You need a little bit of time, or what do you need?
No, it's okay. I can join you. I'll try multitasking and see. So at some point I'll alert you when I'm leaving and trying to connect it back and see if it works.
Okay. Until
So we
then,
can just go ahead. We can just carry on as I'm trying to work on it.
Okay, if you can multitask, fine. So how are you?
I'm good. What about you?
I'm fine, thank you. My first live on my channel, as I told
How
you.
does it feel?
It feels weird. I have 6 people watching me. Hi, brother Jay. Hi, Susan. So it feels weird, but also it's nice. I like it. I'm hoping that we can have a conversation with people as well as you and I.
Sure, it always feels weird, especially for the first time when you're doing it.
Yeah.
Also, if someone is doing live stream, if you do live stream and then go for a while before doing again, it always feels weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But okay, I'm hoping I'll get used to it. Huh?
Yeah, you will.
Okay. So I have our topics here. Should we start from good news or bad news? Probably bad news. But
It's the eating the bad frog. They see the bad frog first. They say that
yeah.
saying when you do it. Yeah.
Okay. Then we can start from China.
Yep.
Okay, there are lots of topics in China today. Wow. Okay. Maybe we can start from Chinese breaking rules in Africa. What we have been hearing this past month. Can you first update us? I've seen you've done a few videos on it, so just tell us what's been happening so that everybody hears.
A lot has been happening, especially with Chinese in Africa. We've talked about it, and these people never seem to learn. We've had lots of incidents whereby they are breaking. You see, lots of countries on lockdown, but as people are busy on lockdown, trying to ensure that this virus goes away and all that.
Mm.
In Nigeria, in the about 2 weeks ago, some two Chinese were arrested in some states known as Zamfara, whereby they were conducting illegal mining. And as if that was not enough to send a lesson to them, less than 2 weeks later, some more Chinese, 17, were still arrested in, I've forgotten the name of the state, but I think was it Kano or what? I've forgotten the name of the state, but they were also arrested doing illegal mining. And what's unfortunate is the fact that as they are doing this illegal mining, they are not taking into consideration environmental conservation. They are polluting the environment, which is very bad. And it's not just because there's quarantine or there's lockdown. The fact that the state, the government of Nigeria, the federal government had banned mining, like it said, no more mining. Not Nigerians and not just anybody is allowed to mine, to conduct mining in those areas anymore. So I feel it's so greedy, so selfish. I don't know if we Africans can ever do such things in their country.
Of
They
course
don't
not.
even have permits. They don't have
Mhm.
permits. They don't have permits. I don't know. I'm just tired. I'm tired. I just want these people. If you break laws, when you go to a country, you have to respect the laws of the land. So they
Yeah.
come to Africa, and most often they say Africans are friendly people, Africans are good people. You just wrong them, and there's nothing that you can do.
Yeah.
When they are caught in mistakes in Africa, they ask the governments to deport them. But when Africans are arrested in China, they are not deported. They serve. Some are even sentenced to life imprisonment. There are several
Mm.
Africans who are rotting in Chinese jails. So I feel like Africa's relationship with China is quite unfair. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Mm-hmm.
agree. I agree. It's fair. It's not fair at all. It's usually they win. It's a win-win-win for China all the time and lose for us. It's never been an equal case with us, even with the investments they claim to make in Africa. It's usually everything is win-win for them. Since we're already going to talk about Magufuli, president of Tanzania, he came out in the contract. He dropped the debt, right? Like the money they were supposed to take from China recently.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
yeah. Okay, it's not. I don't think that was recently. People just got wind of it recently. Actually, that was sometime last year when he rejected
the
the
contract.
the loan that he called it. He said it's only a mad person who would
Yeah,
accept such
yeah.
kind of loan. Yeah.
Exactly. So the reason why he was saying no to that specific contract was because the contract they were giving him to sign was basically it had no benefit for Tanzania whatsoever. It benefits China for 100 years, and not even the people, the locals are not going to get a job out of it because the Chinese are going to bring their own laborers. So he refused that, but most of our leaders already accept those kind of contracts. So that goes on. So that could show you what kind of mentality they bring when they come to us, because they know we can't just blame them, because it takes two to tango. As you said, I saw in your video you were calling the Nigerians sellouts. You are right.
Yes.
If we don't sell our people, if we don't sell ourselves, they can't just do that to us. It's because there is someone cooperating with them. It's a collaboration. So those people are allowing them, the leaders are allowing them to come and do as they please. And now they've realized we don't do much, so now they're even not abide with the laws that government has set out for the people, for the country. And that should, by the way, were they deported, the 17
The
Chinese?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I've not got what followed next, but I know the two of them, the first two who had been arrested in Zamfara, were later transferred to Abuja. That's the latest I had. They were
Yeah.
transferred to Abuja, so I think maybe that's where the courts or whatever where they can be charged as foreigners maybe because Zamfara is not as big maybe as Abuja.
Okay, so Jay is asking that mining, was it in Ghana? It's in
Mm,
Nigeria.
it's in Nigeria, but of course there are okay. The one that you're referring to is in Nigeria, but of course there's also been issues of illegal mining in Ghana. You know, Ghana has a lot of gold as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, it's so disappointing. Like you said, it's very disappointing. I just can't. I don't know. Maybe these people uh who actually cooperate with this Chinese to do all that. It's so disappointing because you see, the ones who are recently arrested, a chief was involved, meaning they have to work with someone who is in leadership.
Yeah.
So it's our leaders that are actually selling us. And as you, I won't be surprised if that leader and the Nigerians who are working in partnership with this Chinese are let to go free. I won't be surprised.
Yeah, it won't be surprising at all. But think about it. It didn't start just now. Even think about slavery. They didn't do it on their own. They bribed the leaders. They gave them bunch of stuff that is useless and exchange it to human beings, you know? So
Mm-hmm.
as much as we must, the blame should be in on China, and especially the Chinese government,
Yeah.
we have to take accountability for our people as well.
Yeah.
And as you said, there are sellouts. That is why we're being taken advantage of. We have not united.
Sure, if there was nobody selling out, I mean, these people would know, like, you can't do some things in Africa, but you know they're doing this because they know, you'll just bribe some few coins and you'll get away with it.
Yeah,
Of course they know the value of gold, so gold is more expensive, so they'll bribe some few coins here and there, and you know they get away with it. And gold is precious more than the coins that they bribe.
exactly. I that's what gets to me. How come as Africans we can't see the bigger picture? It's usually what can I get for now, for tomorrow. It's not what will it benefit in the long run. It's usually short-mindedness that really affects us, I think.
Yeah.
Since Yeah.
It was also
And
in this past month that, as I think it was also in this past month that some were also the ones who are. Remember the ones who were doing illegal mining in Kenya? Was it this
yeah,
past month? I think in the past 1 month, like the
yeah,
ones who wanted to defraud people of the land. And one
yeah,
thing you'll notice a pattern is that these people, whenever they are going to an African country, they are not staying at the cities like tourists. No,
yeah,
they are going to the rural, remote areas. Well, some people would visit, or some, even we Africans, we
yeah,
Kenyans or Nigerians or whatever, some people would never even want to buy that land because of consider or looking at how far it is from the city. Everybody wants to live in the city, but these people are seeing the opportunities that are existing away from the cities. So
yeah.
they
Not
are going to the very remote areas where there's,
Yeah,
you can get that piece of land very huge, but because it's very far from the city, you can get it very cheaply. But it's you get it cheaply, but what's underneath the land is very expensive and more valuable. And that's what a lot of people don't recognize.
that is so true. And like 2 months ago, I think, no, 3 months ago, I made a video about in Uganda, Total, the company, the French company, oil company. Got What are they
Mhm.
called? Total. So they
Yeah,
in Uganda, they were kicking out people out of their lands to get that oil, and they were not even compensating them. They were only giving them $1,000 each. Can you imagine? Your house is
imagine
built,
that.
your land, your farm is on top of an oil field, and you're given $1,000 and being told go away.
You know
Just
they would
imagine
never,
where.
they would never try that in their countries.
Yeah, yeah,
Some, yeah, it's
yeah.
unfortunate.
Joshua said we need accountability. Let's love our continent, not money, which is right. And also, Africans are not weak, the governments are. But unfortunately, yes, you're right, the governments are, but those governments are, they're reflecting us, they're reflecting the people, even though
The
it's not in a.
voters.
Yes. So now, um, it is our leaders. We know, at least the great thing about this is we understand what the issue is. We're not blind to it. So it's more or less, what do we do going forward? For me, to be honest with you, I don't know about that generation. I don't know, I don't want to say like I give up on them, because there's always room for change, but I'm more focused on working on the future, the future of Africa, the next generation. What can we do, like African Tigress and I, to influence the next leaders, or our peers, our age mates,
Mm-hmm.
because if think about it, money money is a tough thing, like it's not something that, if you're used to it, they're already accustomed to that lifestyle. Okay, they live in three mansions, they have this cars, they do this, they do that, they have money here, so they've already used to that. They'd rather die than lose that. You get that lifestyle, they're already used to it. So I don't think it's as easy for us to really remove them. It's You have to, maybe it's going to take maybe a coup, like time. It's just, it's really hard for them, I think, to detach from whatever kind of lifestyle they're used to. And plus, once you do something wrong, I think they can hold it against you. Once you do bad businesses, or you're corrupt, or you did something wrong, now even if you want to make everything better, how do you do that when the other person already has something on you? Do you get what I'm trying
Mm-hmm.
to say? So
Yeah.
as much as I just I know that it's the governments and the leaders are driving us to the ground, I also am aware that we can work. At least what we're in control is about information. We're in the media kind of aspect of things, so maybe we can get this information out, maybe we can talk about it enough. Look at what happened with the Chinese. This is one of the topics we're already going to talk about. A China province saying that they're going to put anti-discrimination measures. It's the only reason why they said that, whether they're going to do it or not, is because we made enough noise. Us Africans, Black people, the diaspora community, there was an uproar. People were not having it. They were not willing to accept it. So, because we made that much noise, they were able to say, "Oh, let's at least pretend like we care, at least." So
Yeah.
let's not take for granted. It's okay, even if we're the underdogs, we can still have an impact.
True, true. As much as I know they are practicing fake PR, I think you saw lots of videos whereby people are not forced. Some sellouts are actually paid to make videos to believe, to convince people that everything is okay.
Yeah,
And I think, I don't know what's wrong. Honestly, I really don't know what's wrong with Black
yeah,
people, because I don't know. A lot of you just agree to sell out people. You think it's going to benefit you. Doesn't make sense, because uh you are just one person. When this government or when these people come to attack you, nobody
yeah,
will speak up for you, because you are the one who sold out people. It's always good to be united so that you can have, collective, how can I put it, we can have one common voice. One, when we speak in unison, when we speak one voice, these people are going to listen. But when some people just go out of their way to sell the rest, they don't know that they are actually putting their lives at danger. I think it's just
yeah.
some selfish nature of people.
One, selfish, also awareness, and also the situation that you're in. You see what they've created, this leaders, or with the influence of outside, what they've created is instability. There's political instability, there's economic instability. So if you're not sure where you're going to get the next your next food or bread or income, you are most likely not to care about the long term, things. That's just nonsense to you. So they've created that instability in our communities, in our nation. Now people are just like, I'm thinking for myself, nobody cares for me, I don't have a government that takes care of me, I've graduated from university, I have a degree, I can't be employed. I'm unemployed when I should be living the life. Most of the people that my age mates, they're doing something great because they have connections, or they know somebody in the hot seat in in politics, or it's just they made that environment for people not to care.
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah, so they did that. It's what's happening. But what do you think? I didn't ask you what you thought about the anti discrimination measure Chinese province is recommending.
I don't trust. To me, it's just pure PR. I don't trust anything. I don't think they really mean it. So to me, it's BS. Like it's BS. There's nothing. It's not working. Still, people are getting discriminated. I get to talk to people. Discrimination is still there. The measures they put, they didn't educate the locals. When the locals, they didn't educate the locals. When black people go to malls and all that, they are to malls or to the markets. People run away. They don't want to. They don't want to interact with black people. So
Exactly.
it doesn't it doesn't help.
And my thing about that is, okay, they're saying they are putting an anti discrimination measure put in place so that Black people and Africans will not be discriminated against. Okay, okay. But first of all, who gave them? If you've seen in the McDonald's poster, they put, "We were told not to serve Black people," or they'll tell the pregnant lady when she was going to the doctor, "We are told not to bring in this blah blah blah." So they were saying that they were receiving these orders to not serve Black people. So if it's coming from the same government, it does not make sense in the first place. They were the one that started off this discrimination, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So how does that make sense that you tell your people, "Oh, be careful, be wary of these people," and then you come out once they listen to what you're saying and do exactly that and discriminate and be racist and push out people?
Everybody always wants to blame black people for anything, everything. The virus started from their country or wherever it started from. The virus did not originate from Africa, but everybody always wants, Africa is always the punching bag. Everybody, when they have problems, whatever they have, they always want to blame it on Africans.
Yeah,
It's so sad.
yeah. That's very true. That's very sad. So how about the Chinese coming to Africa to be our saviors? What did you think about that?
um how can you serve people, or how can you come to help people whom you are treating badly in your own country? That's the big question.
Yeah.
You can say, oh, the ones who are coming are just doctors, they're coming to help. It doesn't make sense until you have educated your people to stop treating our people badly in your country. So I don't trust, I don't trust their help. There could be something behind it that we don't know. And in some places, I actually had um, unconfirmed. Somebody said in Nigeria they were actually brought in by politicians to serve politicians privately because they've not invested in the healthcare system. So because they know how bad their healthcare system is, if something goes wrong, they might not receive good treatment in the public hospital. So I heard that some of them actually came to actually serve the middle, the big politicians.
I can believe that, by the way. I can believe that because Nigeria had capable doctors, even though the hospitals were I don't know. Last time we had the same conversation, I was saying how maybe this will show them that why it's so necessary for you to invest in your own country, especially if you're a politician, if you're a leader, and if you're put in a place where you have the resources, the means, you're being funded, you're being given money, your taxpayers money is coming to you. You should really, at least the least you can do is have one decent public hospital, one decent public school that will show that will take care of your country. And roads, I hear, I've never been to Nigeria, but I hear people complain that the roads infrastructure is not as good, but they have lots of money and they have money coming in. But The issue is how they manage that money. Leave that. Like, even if they manage it badly, now they should understand more than anybody. When this happened and all doors are closed, they can't fly to the places that they used to fly and get those treatments. Now you're stuck in your own country. I hope this makes them think long and hard when they decide to leave their country. Because if they don't think long and hard, to the places that they used to fly and get those treatments, now you're stuck in your own country. I hope this makes them think long and hard when they.
One girl, I think we lost one girl. I'm not so sure if you can hear me. Let me see in the comments if you can hear me. I think her internet could be acting up. Hello. Unfortunately, we'll have to end the stream right there. One girl's power suddenly went off. So we'll continue with the remaining parts probably tomorrow. So until then, stay safe. Much love.